Hoy! Magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat. Ito po si Tito Kenny at ito ang Kano sa Kusina. Well, talaga ngayon, Kano sa labas. I just had a visit with the doctor and he gave me a butt chewing. Sabi ng doktora, huwag na kumakain ng carbs, Tito Kenny. Diyos ko. Well, sa totoo lang, hindi exacting sabi ni doktora dahil hindi siya Filipino. Sinabi ko na lang para sa'yo. Dahil kaya na. No carbs, no carbs. What am I gonna do now? Oy! Gusto mo pizza? O then, sige na. Aalis na tayo. Naguto! Opinion ko na lang, ha? Pero totoo. Talaga. May dalawang klase ng tao sa mundong ito. Yung mga mahilig sa pizza, gustong-gusto na pizza. At ang nagkataong na talagang lunggot. Well, this is not me. Tito Kenny is a very happy person. And what makes Tito Kenny happy is pizza. But what are you supposed to do when you're not supposed to have that many carbs? Or if you're watching for gluten allergies? Well, in the market, you're going to find all these other options, the cauliflower crusts, various flavors. But today, we're going to make one of my favorite crusts that's keto-friendly, only a couple of carbs, and only takes 3 ingredients. Chicken crust pizza. We're going to start with a can of chicken, about 1/3 of a cup of shredded cheese. I like shredded Parmesan, and then 1 egg. You could also add some Italian seasoning and powdered garlic into your crust if you like. Let's preheat our oven to 350, and then we'll prep a pan with some aluminum foil so that we can dry our chicken. After straining the chicken really well, give it a good push to get all the juice out. Once you drop it onto the sheet pan, you just want to spread it out into a single layer. We're not trying to cook the chicken here, it's already cooked. We're just trying to dry it out just a little bit more. This step could actually be skipped a bit if you've managed to get it very dry in the first place. Once your chicken is nice and dry and even still warm, add in your cheese. Now add the egg and incorporate it well. At this point it's ready for the oven, but I like to add the Italian seasonings and the garlic powder. Now we transfer the chicken mixture onto parchment paper. This is very important. Do not use wax paper. You'll be very sorry if you try. Now simply pat it out to about 1/4 inch thickness to form yourself a nice crust. When you're happy with that, place it in the oven and let it go for about 10 minutes. At this point, bring it out. You want to give it a flip to cook the other side. This step is optional. Depends on how wet or oily your crust may be. I like to cook both sides for about 10 minutes apiece. Once your crust is cooked the way you like it, use your red sauce of your liking. This happens to be garlic and Parmesan. Add on your mozzarella cheese and the other favorite toppings of your choice. If you haven't subscribed already, please hit that subscribe button and the notification bell to let you know next time I post a video. Also hit that thumbs up, that really helps out the channel. Now let's get this in the oven. It only needs about 10 minutes and your pizza is ready to go. Take a look at that. Wow! Hey, have you wondered where you can get one of these cool Kano sa Kusina aprons to impress all of your friends? Go over to etsy.com/Tito Kenny Sells, where you'll see a variety of other shirts that I've designed for gifts for yourself or your loved ones. That's at etsy.com/Tito Kenny Sells. Now, let's make some almond flour pizza. Let's start with 2.5 cups of almond flour, a teaspoon each of garlic powder and onion powder, 2 teaspoons of dry active yeast. This is optional, it's up to you for the flavor. A 1/2 teaspoon each of baking soda and salt, we're going to put a large egg and 3 tablespoons of olive oil. Now let's preheat our oven to 350 and start mixing our dry ingredients. Now make sure you're using the almond flour and not almond meal. I like using a whisk to put these together, and then add your oil. And at this point, instead of using the whisk, I like to fold it in with a spatula. Add your egg and keep mixing it and turning it until it turns into sort of a consistency of soft peanut butter or a cookie dough. Now this really is nothing like any other pizza dough you've made, but you'll see how it works out in a moment. Now place this onto a piece of parchment paper, not wax paper, and pat it out to about 1/4 inch thickness. You could use a second piece of parchment paper and using a rolling pin. That's up to you. I like to use my hands to shape it out. And when it's ready, put it in the oven for about 10 or 15 minutes until it's dry. You could flip it at this point if you like. That's up to you. We're going to assemble the pizza just like the other one with sauce, pepperoni, and cheese. And then we'll put it back in the oven for just about 10 more minutes. Now let's taste this chicken crust pizza. It cuts just like a pizza, nice and crispy. Look at that, wow. This chicken crust pizza tastes really great. It's not a dough at all, and this has 0 carbs. Now let's try the almond crust pizza. This pizza cuts and looks a lot more like a regular pizza, and it certainly tastes a lot better than the cauliflower pizzas. Oh, that's really good. It sure didn't take long for Mrs. Tito Kenny and her sister to find out there was fresh pizza on the table, and not a slice went to waste. Please leave a comment below and tell me which pizza you liked best. And as I always say, kain na tayo.